What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 177. I don't buy that shit. I do not buy that shit. Well, actually, let me add on that. I don't buy that it's permanent. There we go. I don't buy that it's permanent. I rent that it's permanent, but I don't think it will be. Because I got your fucking number, bro. I got your fucking number. I've read Congo Bancho. You pulled this shit with Congo Bancho, too. I don't buy it, but still, I will talk about the possibilities of what could happen, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Start from the beginning. Bon is there to help him. They have some banter towards each other. Estarossa steps in. And he's like, you know what? It's cool. I'm glad you killed her, but I was going to kill her anyway because there's no way anyone else but me is killing this guy. So he goes in, just speed blitzes Bon, just gone. Like, Bon's like, what the fuck, where'd this guy go? Just gets right behind him, stabs Meliodas, and starts fucking up all his hearts. All 7 of them, which is insane and disgusting and horrifying. But, yeah, he starts stabbing all his hearts, and Bon's trying his hardest to get this guy off of him, but he's just too overpowered. Just everything Bon does, even when he uses the ability that can steal the power of other characters, he's still so overpowered that he just blows Bon away, which I think Bon can regenerate. I don't think he's going to die, but if he regenerates from blood, he'll be on some fucking Wolverine shit, but that's what you'd expect from something with the abilities like the 7 Deadly Sins. Are just so overpowered. But yeah, he fucking blows Bon away, stabs Meliodas 7 times, apparently in all 7 of his hearts, and Meliodas is apparently dead. And I don't buy it. I don't buy that it's permanent. Like I said, I buy or rent that it happened, that he's dead. But I feel like he'll come back. I feel like they'll probably do something where Bon has to choose between bringing back Elaine or bringing back Meliodas when he finds his way to bring back... Elaine, he'll have to choose between the 2 of them. You know, bringing back Meliodas would obviously help save the world. And bringing back Elaine would be for him and his romance and everything, and be greedy, you know. And he benefits from bringing back Meliodas, and Meliodas is his best friend, but still, it would put a test to Bon's greed, and, yeah, I think that's how they would do it, is bring him back to life. And I would prefer that because you end this chapter so well with the shot of Meliodas, with all the swords, and Elizabeth, and, you know, the fucking sunrise, and the little fucking author narration is like, our hero falls and everything, and they set it up, and the author, like, confirms in, like, the side column that he's dead. So if that's a bullshit lie, and Estarossa missed the last heart on purpose, or if the last heart was not in Meliodas' body, or if it was moved slightly, like, I feel like that'd be a cop-out that wouldn't really work for the story, and it would make this chapter almost pointless. But, like, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. If that happens, fine, whatever. It's dumb, but okay, Meliodas is alive, I guess. Maybe he'll be out of commission for a while. Maybe he'll have just 1 heart left, which means, you know, he'll fucking be far more vulnerable than he used to be. So there'd be some progression there. But I feel like he should be dead, and the commandments should take over the world, get their full strength back. That's the most disgusting part, is that they're not even at full strength. Like, how was Meliodas their fucking leader? Like, he's so weak compared to them when you think about it. Because, yeah, he can kick their asses now, some of them, but, like, at full power, when they have their full strength, he'd be no fucking match. Like, he'd be no fucking match. I mean, what was Garen or Galen when he was, like, at his weakest? He was, like, 26,000, and Meliodas is at, like, 32,000. He's barely above him, and Garen was at his weakest, so I don't know. These guys are ridiculously, disgustingly overpowered, but it would be cool for there to be, like, a time skip, and for them to find a method to bring Meliodas back to life and bring him back and see how the world changes when it gets taken over, and it'd be massive for the villains to win and everything, and just would really propel the series into a new era, you know, like, especially just having a time skip just out of nowhere with no real build up to it. It'd be really, really cool. But will that happen? I don't know. He could just be alive, or they could not do a time skip and bring him back, you know, within the next 10, 15 chapters. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, 10, 15 chapters sounds kind of short, but that's a lot of months when you think about it. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but it was definitely an intense chapter. If the main character is dead, that's massive. That's massive story progression. It's massive characterization progression for several characters there and how they'll deal with this death. But I don't. Also, the reasons why I don't buy it is because there's still history between Esterosa and the other brother, whose name I'm forgetting, I think it starts with a Z, and Meliodas. There's still history there. There's still backstory. I feel like there needs to be a proper confrontation between these three. Not this. This was not the proper confrontation. I think we still need more backstory, and with Meliodas dead, I feel like it's going to be pulling that shit that Toriko's doing with Ichiru, where it's like, am I supposed to care? Like, Ichiru gets all this fucking characterization after he's dead, and it's just like, he's irrelevant now. Like, it just, I never understood why Mitsutoshi did that, or is doing that, I should say, and I hope they don't do that with Meliodas, because Meliodas should be alive if you're going to characterize him, especially since he's like the main character. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but it is massive. But again, Congo Bancho pulled this shit where it's like, oh my god, Congo Bancho's dead, and then he came back. So it's like, I don't know. And I'm not even talking about the ending of the series. I'm talking about like in the middle they did this as well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. There's not really much to review in this chapter. This really is more of a reaction. Do I have a reaction in the title? I mean, because I feel like it's misleading to put reaction in the title, but I'm really not even reviewing it right now. I'm theorizing and talking about it. Yeah, I might get more views if I do that. Fuck it. I'll do it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It really is. I'm being honest. So, you know, I'm not going to put, like, oh my fucking god in the title or anything. OMFG. That's fucking cancer. Anytime I see that shit in fucking anime and manga titles. For one, I know who uploaded it. Not going to name names. Don't for anime. What? What happened? But yeah, anything else? No, not really. It was a really intense chapter. It was really, really cool. It's hard to rate this one because you want to go high. You want to give it an 11 out of 10. You want to say, wow, he's dead, and that's crazy. And Bond might be dead, and that's even crazier because it could be both of them. And it's super intense, and it could be leading into great things. But at the same time, I want to reserve until I see the next chapter and see where they're going to take this. If this chapter was setting up, you know, because the next chapter was called like Dark Britannia or whatever, so if they take everything over and we get some kind of time skip and this set up some really cool game-changing events for the course of the series, that's really fantastic. That easily earns like a 10 to an 11 out of 10 for sure, but I'll reserve to see what happens in the next chapter. If Meliodas just gets up, this chapter is just a good one, you know? It can't be anything more than that if Meliodas does get up. So I'll reserve the rating on this one. But I still really enjoyed it, as you could probably tell, so you have that to take away from the video. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, with all that being said, what did you guys think of this chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins? You can tell me in the comments section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both of those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. If you watched the entire video, you must have liked it at least a little bit, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.